Having a life scholarship and being able to afford to go to college made me feel inspired to go.
When I got a life scholarship, it was such a relief.
I knew that I wanted to have an impact. Having a life scholarship through the SC Education Lottery was huge. It gave me the opportunity to make that impact right here at home.
The South Carolina Education Lottery. A better you, a better us, a better South Carolina. Visit sceducationlottery.com/betteryou.
Hello, it is Ryan, and I was on a flight the other day playing one of my favorite social spin slot games on ChumbaCasino.com. I looked over at the person sitting next to me, and you know what they were doing? They were also playing Chumba Casino. Everybody's loving having fun with it. Chumba Casino is home to hundreds of casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com to claim your free welcome bonus. That's ChumbaCasino.com and live the Chumba life.
Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
She is brave. She is brave. She is bold. She is bold. She is you.
You're tuned in to Word of Mom Radio here on the Word of Mom Media Network.
Welcome back to Building Your Empire with SophieZo, hosted on the Word of Mom Media Network. This is Sophie Zolman, the owner and founder of FMD Strategic Partners and the host of the show. Today we're talking about something that's probably costing you way more than you realize. The exhausting cycle of stopping and starting your marketing over and over again. You know what I mean? That pattern where you get busy with client work, marketing takes a back seat, then suddenly you need more leads, so you scramble to get marketing going again. Sound familiar? Let's dig into why this catch-up cycle is so expensive and what you can do to break free from it. Imagine a successful consulting practice that's been caught in the pattern for years. When business is good and they're busy with client projects, marketing gets pushed aside. We don't need to worry about marketing right now. We've got plenty of work. But then, inevitably, projects wrap up, the pipeline starts looking thin, and panic sets in. Suddenly, they're scrambling to restart their marketing efforts from essentially zero. They dust off their social media accounts that have been quiet for months. They try to remember what their last email campaign was about. They realize their website content is outdated and their LinkedIn presence has gone completely cold. It's like trying to restart a car that's been sitting in the garage all winter. Everything takes more effort, costs more money, and performs worse than it should. Meanwhile, another consulting practice took a completely different approach. They recognized this stop-start pattern early and partnered with a fractional marketing department to build consistent, ongoing marketing systems. Even during their busiest client periods, their marketing continues humming along. Their audience stays engaged, their brand presence remains strong, and their pipeline stays full without the constant stress of starting over. Fast forward a year, and the difference is dramatic. The first practice is still caught in the exhausting cycle, feast or famine, panic or complacency, constantly rebuilding what they let fall apart. The second practice has steady, predictable growth with marketing that gets stronger over time instead of constantly resetting to zero. This scenario plays out across service industries every day. Talented professionals get trapped in marketing cycles that waste resources, limit growth, and create unnecessary stress. Let's talk about the first major cost of this catch-up cycle, what I call the restart tax that you pay every time you let your marketing go cold and then try to fire it back up. This tax is way more expensive than most people realize. Think about what happens when a healthcare practice lets their marketing slide for a few months while they focus on patient care. Their social media engagement drops to almost nothing because algorithms favor consistent activity. Their email list starts getting stale as subscribers forget who they are. Their website drops in search rankings because it's not being updated with fresh content. Their referral sources stop thinking of them because they haven't stayed top of mind. When they finally restart their marketing efforts, they're not picking up where they left off. They're starting from a position that's actually worse than when they began months earlier. They've lost momentum, visibility, and audience engagement. They have to work twice as hard just to get back to where they were, let alone move forward. What makes this restart tax particularly expensive is that it's not just about the direct costs of marketing activities. It's about all the opportunities you missed while you were invisible, all the relationships that went cold, all the competitive ground you lost while you were focused elsewhere. Your competitors didn't stop marketing during your busy periods. They kept building their presence and capturing the attention you abandoned. Think about your own marketing patterns. How often do you find yourself restarting marketing efforts rather than building on previous work? What opportunities have you probably missed during periods when your marketing went quiet? How much extra effort does it take to regain traction compared to maintaining momentum? Here's what many service providers miss about consistent marketing. It's not just about efficiency, it's about compound growth. A fractional marketing department understands this and builds systems that maintain momentum even while your attention is focused on client work. They ensure your marketing continues working for you even when you can't work on it. Now imagine a legal practice that typically stops marketing during busy case periods and then scrambles to restart when things slow down. Their fractional marketing department would implement systems that maintain consistent presence regardless of internal bandwidth, automated nurturing sequences that provide ongoing value, content calendars that ensure regular communication, and engagement systems that keep their audience connected even during intensive work periods. By eliminating the restart tax through consistent systems, you transform marketing from a recurring expense to a compound investment that gets stronger over time. The second major issue with the catch-up cycle is how it prevents you from benefiting from consistency's compound effect. This is where many service providers unknowingly sabotage their long-term growth potential. Picture a financial advisory firm that approaches marketing in bursts. They'll run a content campaign for 6 weeks, then stop. They'll be active on social media for a month, then disappear. They'll send regular emails for a while, then go silent. Each individual effort might be well executed, but they never get to experience the powerful cumulative effect of sustained consistency. And here's what they're missing. Marketing effectiveness isn't linear. It's exponential when sustained over time. Your first email to a prospect might be ignored. Your second might be skimmed. Your third might be read. Your fourth might prompt a response. But if you stop after the second email and restart 6 months later, you're essentially back to email number 1 with that prospect. Consistency creates multiple powerful effects that burst marketing simply can't achieve. Your audience develops familiarity and trust through repeated exposure. Your messaging becomes more refined as you see what resonates. Your systems become more efficient as you optimize processes. Your team develops expertise through regular practice. All of these benefits are lost when you constantly restart rather than build momentum. Consider how this applies to your marketing efforts. How often do you abandon promising initiatives before they have time to compound? How much potential impact are you missing by stopping campaigns just when they might start gaining real traction? How would your results change if each marketing effort built on the previous one rather than starting fresh? The thing many service providers miss about marketing consistency is that it's not about perfection, it's about persistence. A fractional marketing department excels at creating systems that maintain consistent execution even when your internal bandwidth fluctuates. They ensure each campaign builds on previous efforts rather than starting from scratch. Imagine a wellness practice that typically runs marketing campaigns in isolation without connecting them to broader strategic goals. Their fractional marketing department might develop integrated campaigns where each initiative builds on previous work. Perhaps a content series that spans months, email sequences that nurture prospects through extended journeys, or social media themes that develop over time rather than changing randomly from week to week. By building systems that allow consistency to compound, you transform marketing from scattered efforts to accumulated advantage that strengthens your market position over time. The third key element, and this is where everything changes, is how a fractional marketing department installs the long-term systems, scalable talent, and steady execution that makes growth predictable rather than panic-driven. This goes beyond just maintaining consistency. It's about building marketing infrastructure that works regardless of your internal circumstances. Think about a consulting practice that's tired of the stress and inefficiency of stop-start marketing but doesn't know how to break the cycle. They've tried hiring marketing coordinators who get overwhelmed during busy periods. They've tried agencies that don't understand their business rhythm. They've tried doing it themselves but always end up deprioritizing marketing when client work gets intense. A fractional marketing department solves this by implementing systems that operate independently of your internal bandwidth fluctuations. They bring established processes that maintain quality and consistency regardless of how busy you are with client work. They provide scalable expertise that can adjust to your needs without requiring your constant management. They create execution frameworks that ensure marketing continues building momentum even when your attention is elsewhere. What makes this systematic approach particularly powerful is how it transforms your relationship with marketing. Instead of marketing being something you do when you have time, it becomes something that consistently supports your business growth. Instead of constantly choosing between serving clients and building your business, you have systems that handle both simultaneously. Consider how this systematic approach would change your business experience. How would your stress levels change if you knew your marketing was consistently building momentum regardless of your client workload? How would your growth trajectory change if every marketing dollar built on previous investments rather than starting fresh? How would your competitive position change if your marketing presence strengthened continuously rather than fluctuating based on your availability? The thing many service providers miss about systematic marketing is that it's not just about efficiency. It's about creating sustainable competitive advantage. A fractional marketing department brings a systematic thinking, building marketing infrastructure that becomes a business asset rather than a recurring headache. A fractional marketing department might help a healthcare practice escape the catch-up cycle by implementing automated patient nurturing systems that provide ongoing value, content frameworks that ensure consistent communication without requiring constant creative input, and measurement systems that optimize performance continuously rather than requiring periodic overhauls. By engaging a fractional marketing department that installs systematic, scalable marketing infrastructure, you transform marketing from a source of stress and inefficiency to a predictable driver of sustainable growth. Now let's talk about how these three elements work together to break the catch-up cycle permanently. When you eliminate the restart tax through consistent systems, you stop wasting resources on constantly rebuilding momentum. When you allow consistency to compound, each marketing effort becomes more powerful than the last. When you install systematic marketing infrastructure, you create predictable growth that doesn't depend on your personal bandwidth. Together, these elements transform marketing from an exhausting cycle to a reliable business asset. Consider how this integrated approach might transform a service provider's experience. Their fractional marketing department would first identify the hidden costs of their current stop-start patterns and implement systems that maintain momentum consistently. They'd then design campaigns and initiatives that build on each other rather than operating in isolation. Finally, they'd create marketing infrastructure that operates reliably regardless of internal circumstances. The resulting transformation eliminates the stress and waste of constantly restarting marketing while creating compound growth that strengthens over time. So this brings us to something I often hear from service providers. But we need to focus on client work when we're busy. Isn't that more important than marketing? The answer is that systematic marketing actually supports better client service by ensuring steady pipeline flow that prevents feast or famine cycles. When your marketing works consistently, you can focus on serving clients without worrying about where the next project will come from. Think about implementation in practice. When you engage a fractional marketing department to break the catch-up cycle, they typically begin by analyzing your current patterns and identifying where restart taxes are costing you momentum and money. They then design systems that maintain consistent execution regardless of your internal bandwidth, creating marketing infrastructure that operates reliably while building compound effectiveness over time. The beauty of this approach is how it transforms marketing from a source of stress to a source of confidence. Instead of constantly worrying about when to restart marketing efforts, you have systems that build momentum continuously. Instead of choosing between client work and business development, you have marketing that supports both simultaneously. Instead of hoping for your next marketing restart will finally stick, you have infrastructure that creates predictable, sustainable growth. Your expertise deserves marketing that builds momentum consistently, not systems that constantly require rebuilding. Your growth should compound over time, not reset to zero whenever you get busy. Your marketing should be a competitive advantage that strengthens continuously, not a recurring source of stress and inefficiency. All right, that's all I've got for you today. Until next time, remember that the most expensive marketing isn't the money you spend, it's the momentum you lose by constantly starting over instead of building systems that work consistently. Ready to break the catch-up cycle with systematic fractional marketing infrastructure? Schedule your digital success session at www.sophiezocalendar.com today. So now I want to thank you for stopping by on the Word of Mom Media Network. It's time to close this episode out with our theme song from the Smith Sisters and the Sunday Drivers. I look forward to seeing you all next week.
She is sure. She is sure. She is strong. She is strong. She is true. She is true. She is brave. She is brave. She is bold. She is bold. She is you. She is you. She is you. She is you. She is sure. She is sure. She is strong. She is strong. She is true. She is true. She is brave. She is brave. She is bold. She is bold. She is you. She is you. She is you. She is you. Sure of herself, yeah, she takes care of biz. Powerful and strong, yeah, she knows who she is. Has integrity, woman strong and true. You know her by name, see this woman is you. She is sure. She is sure. She is strong. She is strong. She is true. She is true. She is brave. dreams, doesn't matter the age. Believes in herself, unleashed from her cage. She is sure, she is sure. She is strong, she is strong. She is true, she is true. She is brave, she is brave. She is bold, she is bold. She is you, she is you. She is you, she is you. She is sure, she is sure. She is strong, she is strong. She is true, she is true. She is brave, she is brave. She is bold, she is bold. She is you.
Breaking news from the stadium tonight as an anonymous fan foot the bill for 55,000 hot dogs, bringing that sweet tubed meat to everyone in attendance.
Free dogs! Yeah!
55,000 hot dogs? What does that even cost? While the identity of this Frankfurter philanthropist remains anonymous, their all-beefy generosity will go down in history.
The new Mega Millions. More to win means more to give. How you spend it is up to you. Yeah!
For game odds and details, visit SCEducationLottery.com.
Step into the world of power, loyalty, and luck.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
With family, cannolis, and spins mean everything.
Now, you wanna get mixed up in the family business.
Introducing The Godfather at ChumbaCasino.com. Test your luck in the shadowy world of The Godfather slot.
Someday, I will call upon you to do a service for me.
Play The Godfather now at ChumbaCasino.com.
Welcome to the family.